It seems like the merger was positioned as a way to solve supply chain constraints and scale nationally while keeping these brands distinct. At a practical level, what problem did the merger actually solve for you that you couldn't really fix organically? And has that math changed since the deal closed?
Yeah. So probably the fundamental reason we decided to do this roll up strategy was, when I looked at it, the cost and potential dilution I and we were going to have to take as a company to scale nationally was going to take too long and too much money. And there was still risk if you could do it. So the calculus between rolling in these other two companies is they were in geographic regions that Blake's the brand wasn't strong in. We didn't have distribution. It would have been 5 years to build up our distribution to where those brands were at in those states or in those regions. And so it was kind of quick access to national distribution, and you could hopefully make a smart, accretive investment in a company that now allows you real national reach. And when you just do the cost analysis of buying that an asset with revenue, with really strong people, with a brand that connects with people in the region, to like growing your own, the capital you would have had to raise or to like find to go do that organically was just, it made a lot of sense. And I think, in hindsight, it was the right move. I definitely, would caution any entrepreneur who does that to understand what you're getting into when you're, merging cultures and companies. And I think that was a huge learning, one that we're really good at now. And as we look for more investments and, potential other tuck-ins in the platform, we're going to be a lot smarter about. But the calculus really made a lot of sense at the time. And for us, it was the right move.
Yeah. What would be your main warning for someone looking to do something similar?
You put on paper all the synergies and how great it's going to be. And so you should just take that piece of paper, put a big X through it, get a bunch of consultants, the smartest people. This is what the company's going to look like post an acquisition. And then you go to the old adage, it's going to take twice as long, it's going to cost twice as much. And basically take any numbers these really smart people give you and cut them in half. And that's the reality of probably what it'll be. Now, I think, I say that today jokingly, but if we did another one today, I would say I'd reduce those numbers by 25% because I think we've gotten better. But, when you haven't come from that world, you don't understand that. That's a big watch out. So just be careful of the rosy picture you're painting for yourself.